Hello from Valencia, Spain. I am coming to you at probably like 8 in the morning Pacific time, and I really wanted to get it to be a normal time, but it's a little bit awkward. I'm way off of your schedule, but anyway, Facebook, this will be up all day. So what I wanted to come to you today with is the importance of actually calling something a quit. So why is this important? Okay, think about all the things you've done in your life that necessarily didn't work out for you, and you may not have called it a quit. You're just like, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to do that certain thing again. That has a very different energy from actually saying that you are quitting that thing. And the reason this is important is something that I've kind of realized while I've been traveling the past week. If you call something a quit, you're more likely to remember that you don't want to do it again. There's lots of things that I shouldn't overeat again. I shouldn't get that second slice of pizza. We do that again, right? It's not like, I remember that one time that slice of pizza shouldn't have happened and I'll never do that another time. No, it's going to happen again. But if you say you've quit something, you're not going to do it again, I think your brain probably registers it more definitively. And then next time that opportunity arises, you don't take it. I've got a number of these examples. First off, I've never given birth, obviously, if you know me, but they say, the only way that people can give birth a second time is that they selectively forget how bad the first time was. And I think that that's kind of like when you go through things that aren't called quits. So a few examples. I used to do medicine for some festivals. A very nice person, Wolverine, Richard, would invite me to these festivals like Lightning in a Bottle or Envision. And I would go to them thinking this is going to be great. And then every time I just wasn't comfortable there. That was more medical than I was used to treating, and the injuries were way different than I was used to. And I remember after the last time I thought, I'm quitting doing festival medicine. And then I keep getting the emails from Richard because, I'm on his email list. And every time I'm like, that sounds exciting. Then I have to stop and remind myself, no, you quit doing festival medicine for a reason. Plenty of things sound exciting until you get in them and remember, no, they're not for you. They're plenty exciting for lots of other people, but not for me. And another thing that came up on this trip was one of the benefits of capoeira is that when you travel for a capoeira trip, they will host you in somebody's house in the trip. And as you may have heard if you listened to my last Facebook Live, I was, going to try to relinquish control on this trip and, whoever I stay with, whatever, which would have been a great, fine plan if I hadn't brought so much luggage, because I'm going to be here for so long and I'm going to so many different things that require costume changes and capoeira uniforms and things, that I had a very heavy suitcase. And I ended up being placed with a student who lived on the 7th floor and there was no elevator. And between the two of us, could not get my suitcase up the stairs. So that was kind of like a crashing reminder to me that I'm sure some point in the past I had said, it's great that they ask you or they offer for you to stay with somebody, but you're going to have a more comfortable time if you take control of your own circumstances, because sometimes I may be one of 10 people staying in that house, and you may be the 10th person to shower, and there's, you're sitting there in your own sweaty capoeira clothes for a lot longer than you'd like to be. And at this point in my life, this is just a decision I've made. I would like to have slightly more control than that, but it's been a while since I traveled for capoeira, and I had never said, I am quitting just randomly staying with whomever. And so I forgot, and I said, yeah, that'd be great. Please let me stay with whomever. This is amazing. And I ended up, not able to enjoy at least the first day of the capoeira event because I was essentially just too wrecked from trying to get the thing up the staircase and just too frustrated. And I ended up getting a hotel anyway, even though somebody else offered, please come stay with us. And I was like, no. This is why I have to stop and say, these all sound like extremely attractive offers, but I have quit staying in places I don't know the circumstances of. Even coming here to Spain after Paris, a very nice capoeirista, Contramestre Tico, said, I can hook you up with a capoeirista in Valencia and she can give you a place to stay. And I was like, I appreciate it, but I'm going to get a hotel. As I thought to myself, I have quit staying in circumstances that I don't fully understand ahead of going to them. So if you're experiencing things in your life that maybe again and again, you're like, I promised myself last time I wouldn't do that again, every time I do that, I have the same experience, maybe call it a quit. Maybe call it quits. And you might have your brain might register it differently and it might stick a little more. Okay, that's all I've got for this week. Hope you all back in the States are having a great time, and I'll see you next one.